UPC codes, FNSKUs, GS1. Are you confused? I'm going to straighten it all out for you. Stick around. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for joining. So ever since Amazon changed their UPC policy over a year ago, there's been so much confusion and, in my opinion, misinterpretation of Amazon's policy, and it's just been spreading through the whole FBA scene, and people are just confused on what to do when they buy a UPC code, to whether they need to buy a certified GS1 code or can they buy one from a third-party seller. Okay, but in my opinion, a lot of the problem actually stems from the confusion of what a UPC code is in the first place. Okay, now UPC code, UPC stands for Universal Product Code. Now everything you buy in a store has a unique code, barcode on it. Okay, and that barcode is called a UPC code. And if you didn't already know, that's the barcode when you go through a cashier and they scan your product through the laser and beeps. That's what they're scanning. It's a code, and every single item in a store all over the world has their own unique code on it. There's no two that are the same. Okay, that's what a UPC code is. And I'm going to give you an example. So if you go to the grocery store, if you buy a carton of eggs, there's a UPC code on it. Okay, same with the carton of milk or whatever, or you buy a pack of playing cards. Okay, this is what gets scanned. This barcode right here, that's called a UPC code. Okay, go to Best Buy, get a GoPro. There is a code on it right here. Okay, that's what gets scanned. That's the UPC code. All right, or set of Apple iPods, AirPods. There's a UPC code. Everything you buy at a store has a code, and it gets scanned, and that's how they know what you're buying and how much to charge you for it. So think of it this way: think of an UPC code like a name for each product in the entire world that's ever been sold and is ever going to be sold. But no two products can ever have the same name. So if you were to walk into, let's say, a Best Buy and you yelled out a name, only one product would ever raise its hand. Okay? A UPC code is a unique name for every single product. There will never be two that are the same. So if you pick up a product and go to the checkout counter and scan it through the laser and it beeps, it'll pull up what the item is, the name of the item, and how much to charge you for it. There'll never be another product that'll scan a code that'll pull up the same information. Okay? I hope that clarifies that for you. So this code is what you need to buy if you're doing private label at Amazon. All right? So here's Amazon's policy. Okay? And they're saying right here that you have to have a valid UPC code. Now, what does that mean? Straight from Amazon's policy, it says that the UPC is going to get checked against the GS1 database, right? And the UPC that you use has to match the information that's provided in the GS1 database. What's GS1? GS1 is a company that keeps track of all the unique barcodes in the entire world, okay? And each barcode is registered to a company that originally applied for it. Nowhere in Amazon's policy, and this is where I think the misinterpretation stems from, nowhere in Amazon's policy does it say that the information found in the GS1 database needs to match your name and your private label. It doesn't say that anywhere. Okay? It doesn't even imply that, I mean. Okay? So what it's saying is that the UPC code has to match the information that's in the database. So you cannot use a fake UPC code for one, and you can't use a UPC code that has mismatched information or that has been reused, has already been used. All right. So, in my opinion, GS1 barcodes from third-party resellers are completely valid, and Amazon will accept them. And they have been accepting them. They haven't been kicking anybody off or shutting down any listings that have them. Okay. And I actually have a screenshot of not me, but someone else that contacted Seller Central, and Seller Support themselves said here that you can buy from a third party. Okay, you can read it here. As long as it's a brand new barcode, you can use it. All right. So GS1, if you want to, it's completely up to you. You can buy GS1 barcode straight from GS1, their website, gs1us.org, right here. Okay, it's $250, and there's a $50 annual fee, and that $250 that you buy, that you're paying, buys you 10 unique barcodes registered to your name, your company, if that's what you want to do. All right, but there are third-party resellers that sell GS1 barcodes. You can see here it says GS1, such as Nationwide Barcode, for $10 each. Okay, so it's a lot cheaper, a lot more affordable. In my opinion, buy these. They're just the same. You're not going to have a problem using them. Okay, GS1 barcodes from Nationwide Barcode, Barcode Mania, any of these official third-party resellers. I personally would avoid ones you buy on eBay. Get them from authorized, very popularly used resellers such as Nationwide Barcode and Barcodes Mania. Okay, now what do you do with this barcode, with this UPC code? When you create your listing in Amazon, if you're doing FBA, you need to choose the UPC code as the identifier for your product. Okay, and you do that by choosing UPC in this drop-down menu when you create your product listing. And right here, you're going to type in that barcode, UPC barcode that you bought. Okay, and here's the important part. Once you type this in and save it, you can throw away that UPC code. Get rid of it. You're never going to need it again, because once you enter that barcode into your product ID right here and save it, you're going to generate an FNSKU. And that's how Amazon internally keeps track of all their products in the Amazon marketplace. Okay, an FNSKU. And what's an FNSKU? FNSKU is a fulfillment network stock keeping unit. And that's how Amazon keeps track of all the individual products in their marketplace. Okay, so once you do that, here, you can then generate an FNSKU. And the FNSKU label is what looks like this. Here. Okay? This is a unique barcode with your FNSKU number on here, and it's going to have your product title listed here as well. This is what's going to have to go on every single unit that you have. Okay? Every single unit that you have. So let's just say you are selling AirPods. You're going to put the same FNSKU label on every single unit. Have your supplier do that. Okay? Now you can either be a sticker, like here, this is a sticker, or it can be printed on your package, like how this one is. It's printed on. Okay? Now if it's printed on, you have your graphics designer design it into the package. Now, let's just say you need to restock. If you need to restock and you need to print out more labels, you can go to Seller Central, and in your inventory, click on the edit button here, and you can click on print item labels, and that'll bring you to this page where you can choose what size labels you want and how many you need, and print them here. Okay, and then you can email it or save this file, it's a PDF, and email it to your supplier, and then they can stick it on your units if they're being stuck on with stickers. All right, pretty simple. Now, how many UPC codes do you need? That's another common question. You only need one UPC code per product. So if you're bundling, let's say you're bundling two products inside one. Okay, you don't need a separate UPC code for each product inside that package. You just need one UPC code for the whole bundle. Okay, and that UPC code, again, you're going to convert to an FNSKU, and that FNSKU label is what goes on your bundled package. I hope that makes sense. For example, these AirPods has the AirPods in it, it has a charging cable in it, and it has some stickers and manuals or whatever that are inside. There's a whole bunch of things in here. It's a bundle, okay? But each item in here doesn't have its own FNSKU on it. This box itself is one unit, and it only has one label, FNSKU, on this, which represents this whole package as one. Okay? Like these, a dozen eggs. There's 12 eggs in here, but there isn't 12 labels. There isn't 12 labels. There's only one label. This one label represents this bundle of 12 eggs. Okay? I hope that clarifies it for you guys. All right, and that's it for this video. I hope that explains the difference between a UPC code, FNSKU label, and what a GS1 is. And I hope that clarifies whether or not you need to buy straight from a GS1, or in my interpretation, you can buy from a third party, and that'll save you some money. All right, if you found value in this video, please consider clicking the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.